walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins, for the Kansas City first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And some room to maneuver. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue Hunt.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Now Brown. terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go now.
Again, it's Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Let's go now. 4 down.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now here comes Kansas City. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jonathan Bostic leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
But the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
With it is Brown. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Oh, he stays up, eluding the pressure right. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Let's go. Double.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And now here comes Kansas City. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum? Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. Blue 45. Black 58 round. Black 58 round.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Mahomes now to throw. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A toss play to Hunt. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 32 that time.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Here we go now.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And some space here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is caught, Watkins. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Chiefs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Left.
Now Mahomes. And he can't quite corral it defensively. Maybe some space to go the other direction if he had caught it. That brings up 4th down now. And Butker able to put this one through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And the Steelers set to take the field. Big bet on the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Well, Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life of these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this torrid pace?
Usually we say 30 is kind of the line of demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017, takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance to break through that 30-year-old mark and in a big way.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
All right, let's go get it now, all right? Hey, 4 down.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Hurry up, let's go! 4 down, check!
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he's got room. He's to the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Now Roethlisberger. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he completes it to Hunt. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Mahomes now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refiller.
Oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hurry up, let's go. Jack 16.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Guys being complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys. But be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Eight.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Hurry up, let's go.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it up.
That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Hunt. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And incomplete as the screen there unsuccessful. So now 4th down coming up.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes off. All the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
4 down, check, 4 down. 8. Snickers.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monsters, both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Trying to run with Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Ace.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Kelsey out in the slot right. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Terrell Edmonds. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Hunt. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Ace. Ace. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Amaro's got it, left side. He takes it to the 15, a nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now here's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Oh, and he pulled it right. It's no good. Butker now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, go down. Go down. Check. Crunch. Crunch. All right, let's go. Jump, 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 jump.
They'll go again with Bell. Bell a 1st down and then some. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
This is caught, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington with his first career NFL touchdown, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Boswell on now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ace! Ace!
This is Hunt. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Ready! Green 90! Green 90! Ace! Ace! 198!
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 1st down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Here we go! Green!
Here's Hunt. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Chiefs, they've got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
Ready! Green!
They go play action here on 1st down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Butker now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa. And the Eagles have scored again now to extend their lead. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Show that bench release and go. You good from the cross?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. David Amerson able to bring him down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here we go. Let's go.
On the counter, here's Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Mahomes will try again on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Sean Davis with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Let's go, let's go.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at EASports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
Look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yeah, Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah.